Okay, here's my lettuce, which, these are starting to get seed. I've been cutting them down, using some, giving some to the chickens. Planted new lettuce, that's coming in. My cilantro is going to seed, so I need to finish harvesting that and maybe even plant something in that space. Garlic. I have some morning glories here on the side that I want to grow up onto my arch right here. These are my pink brandywine tomatoes, and there are a lot of blooms, but I haven't seen any actual tomatoes yet. That's probably the smallest brandywine, and then that one's probably the biggest. They look really healthy. I have some Italian basil, some Genovese basil, and down there I even have some opal basil, which is like the purple color. Garlic, more garlic. I have a radish that I need to harvest. Look how big this thing is. Huge. Look at that. That is huge. I'm just going to lay that right there till I'm done with this. Sunflower that came up here. That's not where it's supposed to be, but since whatever it is didn't come up, I'm just going to leave it alone. This is mixed flowers. There's zinnias, marigolds, nasturtiums, cosmos. So some mixed flowers. This is 4 o'clocks and some morning glories. There's also morning glories in this section along with some dill. These are my cucumbers, Hell's Best cucumbers. All right, these are my pink 4 o'clocks that I originally got from Simply Jan Homestead, but have been harvesting my own for a couple of years now. This is some more of the Hell's Best cucumber. I'm going to try to get it to go up on that trellis, but so far I just have the morning glories. That's morning glories there. That actually came up from last year because something else was supposed to come up in that section. Some morning glories. Some butternut squash. See some little tiny ones there. The back side of the pink brandywine. This is starting to put on a flower, and you can see there's a butternut squash on there. There's also a butternut squash on this one over here, right down there. Can you see it? There it is. And I put a garlic in the middle. Okay, here's some more garlic in this section. Decided to go ahead and put a squash in the middle of my garlic to help protect it. So we'll see how that goes. Some basil. Some Egyptian walking onion right there. Hi, Bright. This is my cantaloupe from Survival Seeds and a basil right next to it. And this is some cantaloupe here. It's my herb bed. Some garlic, some opal basil, nasturtiums. This is my forage. It's actually several plants. There's some garlic, nasturtiums. The other side of the forage. This is some sage right here. I believe this is oregano. That is probably a 4 o'clock, and that's a nasturtium. Nasturtium right there. This is a giant sunflower here in this spot. Pink 4 o'clocks. Lots and lots of pink 4 o'clocks. I have some hyacinth growing up on here. Some morning glories. My bachelor buttons. They are looking beautiful. Looks like I have purple and blue. And these are pot marigolds and some hyacinth. This is a pretty in pink. There's a lot of bees on this, I've noticed, and hyacinth. So this will be my first year with pot marigolds. I really like them. They look really pretty. These are my early calendar bell peppers from Survival Seeds. Have a few that have blooms. I did have one little bell pepper, but it fell off with the hail that we had. So I'm just waiting for it to accumulate another one. And this is my section with zinnias. And there's actually a couple of ground cherries that ended up in here somehow. I think there's 3 different plants. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to leave them in there and see what happens. Okay, the watermelon from the Survival Seeds collaboration, I planted in here. The blue exotic pumpkin I planted in this metal bed here. Okay, these are my potato plants, first year. We'll see how those go. They look good so far. They said that they die before you're supposed to harvest them, so that'll be lovely.